Hey, what up, Lottery family? It's Will coming to you live. It's Monday, December 20th, 9:17 a.m. Hey, let me get into it, family. I want to talk about four-way stop because some of this is like super low-hanging fruit, fam, and I don't know if y'all see it this way, but I mean, this is like too easy to win. So let me back up a little bit and explain four-way stop. So 4-way stop, I created some years back. The strategy some years back, having to do to manage pick four. But when I look at 4-way stop for pick three, it's just bananas because it's so simple. What I found with the data, as draws come out on a weekly, like daily basis, um, you're really off by maybe one number. And at first I thought, okay, well, let me just set it up such that any iteration of a few of the numbers, I'll get the hit off of. That probably doesn't mean anything to you, but when you see it, when I explain it, you see it. So let me go to 988. I had a subscriber ask me this question last night. So family, you see I have 988 highlighted, right? Just like up here, you see 988 is highlighted. 988 came out on the 14th. That was hold on a second. All right, so I'm back. You see 988. There's three numbers in here. So if you look at 988 and you broke it down as a number, I am including every possible combination of 988 in this list here. So if you see it, you'll see every possible way 988 can be written as a play on other numbers. I have it in here. So is there 388 in here? Yes. Is there, I don't even have to look because I know I plugged it in already. Is there 688 in here? Yes. Is there 888 in here? Yes, there is 888 in here somewhere. Yeah, right there. So every possible way 988 can come, I have it in here. As a result of that, if you had just gone off of 988 and played everything, that's $19, family. $19. If you don't have $19, you shouldn't be playing this game. So $19 you spend. It's not. You know what? You could have even spent half of that, which is what, $10 roughly, and it wouldn't have even been that because some of these have this 888 is a triple. I probably would have dropped that. You could drop the 988 that was already in here, this one right here, because it was already played, so you don't have to play that again. It's just common sense. You don't have to play the same number that was already there. So you remove the past winners and then you email yourself, right? You email yourself. That's your list. So this 888 you don't have to play because that's never in there. And then you don't have to play 988, right? Because that's never going to be in there because it was just played. I mean, is there a possibility that it could come up again? Yes, but if you look at the history of the numbers, the likelihood of that is so low. It's just, I mean, I don't even have to get into odds. I feel like a lot of my subscribers are smart people. You know that. So if you sent that to yourself, that means you now have two less numbers than the 19. Let me put it here. I'm going to go to the 13th. Let me see if I can put this exactly on the 14th and show you guys what I'm talking about. And then just put it on midday. So I have the 988. So is that better? I hope that's better. So I put it on 988, right? You guys see I selected that. Now, if I click exclude past winners, you see how I'm down to 18? I'm down to 18 because it just took out the 988 or the 988, the version. If I put it back, you'll see it. This is the 988 right here. But if I exclude it, now it's gone. So I'm down to 18 numbers. I can also exclude 888 if I wanted to, because the likelihood of 888 coming right after 988 is so low. You're down to 17 numbers, and then you email that to yourself. And so after doing that, if you're just playing whatever is left over, your spend is something like $18. Again, I don't know how people bet, but you're spending $18. And had you played straight box, you'd have won $250 and you would have won the box, which would have been $80. So you would have had $330 off a spend of $18 tax free. The 588 came out. If you had just spent $18, so listen to me on this, fam, because this happens all the time, and I want to make sure people are getting this. If you had spent $18, you see, you go up to the Publix or wherever your retailer is. I have a bet slip printer, so you don't even have to print, like scratch off these numbers. But let's say you got a slip, you filled it out, you had all these numbers, and you just submitted that for $18. You would have had $330. Who would not trade $18 for $330, family? And the reason I'm saying this is because if I put it back on all here, you see the next winning number was 588, which is exactly the number that you have here. See? You see that? It's the exact same number that you have here in this list. So you would have won, you would have been up $330 after spending $18. Now I didn't get this win because I was doing something else. But I'm making this video to show you that just for the last week, from the 14th, like less than a whole week, these numbers have been coming out exactly in your favor. So I'm just going to go through it just to show you exactly what I mean. We're going to go from the 14th all the way to the 19th, and I'm going to show you how you could have used four-way stop to get the win. So let's go again. You see 988. If I have two of these digits in here, I already know the next winner is going to be in here. So 588, that's $330 you would have won off of $18. You could have even scaled that. Hey, instead of spending $18, maybe spend $36 and you win $660. Or you could have scaled that even more. Instead of spending just $18, why not spend $180? Now we're talking about $3,300. You see what I'm saying? Hey, if your money flows like that, instead of like $18, maybe spend $1,800, and now you got $33,000 tax free. That's not joking. Anybody who plays pick three knows that pick three, it may be a little bit of an effort to go take $33,000 worth of tickets to cash out at Publix, fam, but trust, they do it because I've done it and done it and done it and done it. And it's when they cash you out that money, man, it's fun. But anyway, let's keep going. You see the 588. Well, there's a 5 and an 8 in 588. So if I just did the same exact thing again here, I'll go right to here. And like I talked about before, exclude the past winner. So I would have excluded the 588. I know the 988 was just in there, so I could exclude that too. So now we're down to 17 numbers. Actually, I'm going to take this 888 out because I know that's not going to be in play. Let me just do it. Let me do it so y'all see. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to put it back on 14, and I'm going to just do evening, so you see exactly what I'm talking about. So 588, right? No, 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 no. You know what? I'm going to put it back on all, so you see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, 588, right? I'm going to exclude past winners. Now I'm down to 17 numbers, but in reality, I'm down to 16 numbers because, like I said, for 988, I know this 888 by odds is never going to come. So I'm not even worried about that. So now I'm down to 16 numbers. 16 numbers. So if I do the same math, 16 numbers, $16 would have netted me it would have netted you $250. If you had played it straight box, you would have gotten $290 because it wouldn't have, the next winner wasn't a double, right? The 358 that won, and you'll see it right here. I don't even have to joke around. The next winner was 358, which was right in this data pool. It was right here, family. You see me hovering over it? If I selected this, you see the 358 here? This was the next winner right there. So you would have spent $16 to make $290, or roughly $300. And I go back into the same math again. $16, family, to make $300 roughly. So if I put a 10 on it, now $160 just gave me $3,000, or $1,600, and it's actually a little less than that because there's some doubles in here. $1,600 again, you have over $33,000. I don't know if people realize what's happening here, because it's so simple to do this. There's no tricks. There's no mirrors. You're not even trying to pick up somebody else's numbers. I'm not even saying I'm a guru or anything like that. I'm saying I have built a data portal tool and set it up in such a way you can walk through and just get these wins, family. They're right here. You see the 358 right here from the 588. And the reason I set it up this way is exactly as I predicted. These numbers have very close relationships with each other. Here's the 5-8 right here. So I know there's going to be a win coming out, and there it is, the 3-5-8. And I'm going to just make this brief because I don't want to get too expanded. I want to show you the relationships. So I already talked about the 988, and then I talked about the 588. You see how easily the 988 and the 588 transition to each other. Then I showed you how the 588 and the 358 transition to each other. Well, it still keeps happening, family. It still keeps happening. Now, the 959, I got that when I showed you guys how I got that. That's just another strategy. And then even the 084, I talked about that, even came from another strategy. And the 227 that was a little bit of a mix up. So you'll go like a period, maybe one or two periods, where the strategy doesn't flow exactly like this, but then it jumps right back into it again, family. Here it is, 752. If I go right here to 752, because I know I set this up the right way. You see how that 752 had the 755 in it, which was this guy right here, the 755 in it. So that's a win too. Now the order is different, but you still have the win, family. You still have the win. So you would have spent like $28, and if you had played this, I don't know, if you had played this combo, you would have come out with, the if you had played $3 combo, you would have spent $90, but you still would have had $250. You're still ahead. Actually, less that would have been a less spin, because again, you would have removed some of these numbers that have already occurred. But here's the latest one. You see the 755, right? That came out on the 18th. And then the next day, because there were two fives in this guy, well, that means if the next winner had two fives in it too. So you have the win if you just kept with this guy right here. Hey, I don't I'm not even opposed to saying, hey, there was a 755 and there was a 083. Now you have 47 numbers. You do some reduction. You would have had something in the neighborhood of maybe 42 numbers, because the 555 was also removed. Let me go back to it. You'll see exactly what I'm saying. I don't have to Let's see. This was an evening, and this was yeah. I think I could do that if I just put this on evening. Yeah. So put this on like that. The 755 exclude past winners. Well, let me put this on the 18th, the 14th through the 18th. And you'll see what I mean. You put it on the 755, exclude past winners, you would have had 18. You take out the 555 again because you know that wasn't going to win. Now you're left with 17 numbers. The next winner was 055. You see it right there. Again, it didn't come out exactly as a straight, but if you had comboed that because there's double numbers in here, you're ahead, family. You can almost set your clock to this. Are you going to lose? Do you is there risk? Yes, there's risk that you may not get your investment back. But if you look at how this data flows, family, you make that back up if your bet is commensurate to putting some change in your pocket. I'm gonna go back to it and just share with you what I think you could have done. Again, I what I do is a little different. So I'm not advocating y'all go out and y'all drop money like I do, but because I like money and I like it where I don't have to like report it all the time. And I like, I just like the feeling of having a lot of money, family, tens of thousands of dollars in a couple of days. I like that idea. So, family, look at it. That 988, if you had played that and if you were aggressive with that, could you not have turned that into $30,000 or $10,000? The answer is yes, you could have. The next day, couldn't you have turned that into like $30,000 or $10,000? Yes, you could have. And we're still on four-way stop. The next day, could you not have turned that into $30,000? Yes, you could have. And I'm not exaggerating. You see the data. And I'm going to go back the month before and show you it happens all the time. You know what? I'm going to go back last month, just like I said, just to show y'all that this happens all the time. Let me see a really good example. I mean, they're all just like popping out. This 1, 2, 3. You see the one and the three? This 1, 2, 3, if I select it right here, if I go down and select it, you see the 1, 2, 3. You see how that 139 is right there, family? You see it? The 139 is right there. This 1, 2, 3 turned into this 139. I don't know. My data is showing a little. Well, why is it showing like something? My data is showing a little differently. I think oh, I know why. It's showing a little differently because 1, 2, 3 actually came, or 139 actually happened more than once, so it pushed it down a little bit. But you guys get my point. This 1, 2, 3, you see it right here. If I selected it, there's the 139. That's the next winner. Again, the reason you're not seeing the 139 right off is because it occurred another time, and it's not showing as it was reported. Let me make sure I show you guys this. No. It was the 1, 2, 3, but it's the same thing. This 1, 2, 3 that happened here, there's the 139. Boom. You just won a ton of money. Here's 539 because I know there's a 3 and a 5 in there. Bam. You just won a ton of money. Family, it happens like this all the time. Show me a tool that allows you to just select whatever number and feel you look, this 3 5, if I wanted to, I know that 435 is coming the next day. It didn't come directly after on the 29th, but if I just stayed with it, now I got some money in my pocket. You see what I'm saying, family? It's in there. Show me a tool that allows you to click on a checkbox and it gives you winning numbers that you can email you to yourself like that. You don't have to depend on somebody telling you which number to pick. You can pick whatever and bet whatever you want with confidence by looking at the history of this data and seeing what it does. That's what four-way stop does. You can even get granular with it. You could say, hey, I know or I feel confident that the next winning number is going to have a five in it. Bam, there you go. Now you just reduced your numbers. There's your winning number in there, 531, because you assumed that it had a five in it. It did. There it is right there. There's your winning number. You just reduced that number down from, take this out. You reduced it from 44. Well, that's because I had two of these. Here, let me deselect this. You'll see what I'm saying. This 539 right here, right? If I said, hey, let me make sure I have a five in it, now you reduce that to fit 19 numbers. The next winner is 135 or 531. You still come out winning. Family, this is, I think what happens, some folks, if you're in this pick three space, if you're in this pick three game, you've been listening to a lot of folks. It's almost like the wild, wild west. No one has shown you something that's ordered where you can really just get a simple win and feel confident. But that's what it is. That's what four-way stop does. And I thought I'd just create this quick video to show you how to get quick wins. Take care, family. See y'all on the other side. Happy holidays.